everyone, and welcome back to BoardGameGeek's continuing coverage from Gen Con 2019. I have been speaking this morning with Mr. Stephen Encore from Stronghold Games about several games. We just finished one video, and I said, you know what we need is an Encore.
I see what he did there. So, what is Encore?
Yes.
Encore is another roll and write. It's the 6th one in the series of the roll and writes. I might as well mention them again because some people it was ganz schön clever, or we call it that's pretty clever. It was doppelt so clever, which is twice as clever. It was bricks, all of those by Wolfgang Warsch, guys on fire.
Yeah.
Second chance, a flip and write, same box size, same idea. You're going to do something, you're going to write on your sheet. And then we just talked about Dizzle, which comes out next week, and now Encore comes out at the end of September. Encore was released in Germany as Nochmal.
Okay.
Never heard of it?
It's rare. It's Sunday morning at Gen Con. I don't even remember my name.
All the Germans know it. It is the largest selling roll and write. Outsells, even that's pretty clever.
Really?
Absolutely. It's by famous designers Inka and Marcus Brandt, who are Spiel des Jahres winning designers from the Village. We had that in our catalog a while back as well. And why is this game so popular? Because it's really, really cute, really, really fun. And again, you can play it, you know, with your kids and everything like that. Nice and colorful. So how does it play? And I don't even have all the components here. It plays up to 6 players, but I grabbed it quickly off the table. We're almost out of them at the booth. I didn't want to get another copy out there. So what are we doing here? So in the beginning of the game, we're gonna set up by rolling all the dice, and everyone's gonna be able to pick from the same pool in the beginning of the game.
Okay.
The black dice are a wild color. You may choose any color if it's black. Okay. And otherwise, then there's 4 colors: is green, yellow, blue, and red on all these sides.
Excellent.
These other 6-sided dice have pips on them, 1 to 5, and the question mark, which is a wild as well. You may choose any number 1 to 5 when this comes up, not 6.
Okay.
So what are you doing? When the beginning of the game, we're going to all choose from the center section. We're going to start in the H column. Okay. You must. So say I picked, green 2. Not a good choice. Say I picked, say that was orange, whatever. I was orange and 2. I would then move. I would then make a mark, starting in H and going out. I can now, in other turns, I can now branch and continue from there on. Okay. You can always go back to H, and later on, maybe I got a I got yellow 4, and I would go like this, and I'd mark. And I mark those. All right. And I can branch out. And we're going to continue doing this because the first player that completes a column, any of these columns, is going to score the number of points at the bottom of the column, the top row of that. So if you get all the way out there to row O, I would score 5 points for being the first person, and anybody else who did that would then score 3 points after that. Okay. You're going to score for being, for doing these columns. You're going to score for the first person to get every green or yellow or blue or every one of these colors. You're going to get that. So if I'm the first person, I'm going to score 5, and you later on maybe you'll score 3. Maybe I got the second person here. I'm going to score that. Going to keep doing that. If I use wilds, and we do recommend that people don't just forget them. If you use wilds, you cross them out down here. Okay. As you see, this pen is now running out. It's been used only 1,000 times this game. You can have up to 8 times that you're allowed to actually use a wild. Nice. And if you don't use them, you score points at the end for them. So if I use none, I would score 8 more points there. But you're going to need to use some of them at least. Yeah. And then whatever you're remaining, then you'll score points for that. Let's take a look at a final scoring on a bunch of different players here. So this person right here, they scored 3 points for this, and they got the bonus for the colors of 10. They got, in the columns, they got 17 points. They got 2 bonus points for the question marks for the wilds, and they got -2, I didn't mention this, for not hitting 2 of the stars. There's some stars in that field. If you don't do that, you get some minus points. So it really forces you to go out there. 27 points. Let's see what it says there. The 27 points, it says, hopefully done without cheating. You're getting up to the pretty excellent, over 29 points. It's excellent, had a great result. So 27 points, pretty good score, 17 points. My demo guy, when we were playing the game, so I would remember how to play the game and completely. He did this. He got -6 points. my favorite one of all. Below 0 says, you should be shamed. We will be alerting your friends. So that's Encore. It comes with this exact set of the sheets. You got 200 of them or something like that. Oh, good. And if the game continues to sell as well as we think it will sell, it doesn't come out until September, there are many expansions for this in Germany that have been printed. Basically, more of these types of sheets.
Okay, do they kind of change the configuration?
Exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
nice.
Changes them again, you'll interact with these dice. One quick thing about how the dice work, in the beginning it's one person rolling, and everyone's going to choose from this. And then after we do that a couple of times, then it's the drafting kind of dice mechanic where I roll as the active player, and I'm going to say, I'm going to choose this, I'm going to do this. Now you all choose from that set, but you don't have to. Everybody can then pick this if they want, or everybody can pick that, or some combination. But I have hate drafted away this. Then you would go and you would do the same thing. You would do this. You'd say, oh, I want this. I'm only left with that. I'll do this one. Next player, they'll do the same one. So it's that thing where everyone will choose from the same remaining pool after that.
Nice.
And that is Encore.
Yeah, very accessible, and I can see as you're explaining it, lots of different strategies that you could employ to get to the same place. But lots.
Try to hit all the color. Try going colors. Try going and branching out a lot. Try to minimize your negatives and things like that.
I can see why it's so popular.
Very popular
excellent.
in Germany.
Yeah. So that's Encore. Check it out. And I hope this has been helpful. Until next time, talk to you again soon.